afternoon. I'm Dr. Michelle Lacken, the Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar. On behalf of the governing body, the President, Dr. Brendan McCormick, and all staff at the Institute, I wish to extend a warm welcome to you all, your families and your friends. Graduation is always the highlight of our academic calendar. It's a combination of the hard work and dedication of students and staff. This year, as you know, due to the pandemic, we're unable to hold this very special occasion on campus, but we're trying through technology to recognise your success. While technology makes we are socially close, we are physically apart. We know that this journey, particularly our long research journey, has tested you. No doubt you've had many twists and turns and many potholes, but you have achieved it and you've shown your resilience throughout that process. So I would really like to extend a very warm welcome to you, the candidates who are going to be conferred today with a higher degree in research. We have 11 candidates in total to confer. 5 of you will be receiving a master's degree and 6 doctorates. 2 of the candidates are unable to join us today, so we will confer them in absentia. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome and congratulations to all the supervisors of your research studies. You will have built up a very close relationship with your supervisors over the last number of years, and it's a great achievement for them as well today. I also want to welcome families from a far field as India. So this is one of the benefits of having an online virtual conferring ceremony. So this conferring ceremony, there's really 3 parts to it. I will introduce you to the President, Dr. Brendan McCormick, in a few minutes, and he will give you a welcome address. After that, after Dr. McCormick's address, the Head of Research, Dr. John Bartlett, who I'm sure you all know, he will then request the President to confer the awards on you. The next phase then will consist of Dr. Bartlett introducing each of you individually to us. Then your supervisors are going to introduce all of us to your research and what you've actually been doing for the last number of years. The spotlight will be on you then, and you will be receiving your degree. For those of you who are receiving a doctorate today, a member of your family or a close friend will be putting on your Tudor bonnet. And this is really symbolic for those students who are getting their doctorate. It's the final part of their academic dress. So that's meant to fit snugly. So when you put it on, put it well down on your heads. And finally, after that, I will come back and I will close the ceremony. So I wish you to sit back and enjoy the ceremony. And for you, the 11 candidates who are getting awards today, very much enjoy your next hour or so, and we look forward to hearing what your research has been about. I will now ask Dr. Brendan McCormick, the President of IT Sligo, to welcome you to your conferring ceremony.
Thank you, Michelle. Distinguished guests, staff of IT Sligo, parents and guardians, family and friends. Céad míle fáilte romh go léir, tá áthas orm bheith an seo live in you. On behalf of the governing body of IT Sligo, it's an honour and a pleasure to welcome each of you here today for this very special celebration, where you're here in person to join us and join us remotely. What a journey you have been on. Not many postgrads can say they completed their research during a global pandemic. And it's a major achievement for you to get here today, given all those obstacles you have had to overcome. Conferring is a great day of celebration, a time for family to witness your achievements and to fully appreciate the efforts and sacrifice you have all made. For the first time, after 50 years in operation, this year, we don't have the opportunity to carry out our normal graduation traditions. The presentation of you by your supervisors, the donning of your cap, the pomp and ceremony, all done in person. But while we can't do that, your conferring today is as meaningful as any other year and will be without doubt the most memorable in the history of the Institute. So you're here on this special occasion. Today, we're honouring your hard-earned success. Your efforts have brought distinction to you personally and to the Institute, and to the often unheralded and silent partners in higher education, your inspiring and supportive family and friends that I hope are with you out there today, and some are here physically in the Institute, and I hope you're celebrating together. We have a tradition at conferring that we ask all the graduates to take a moment to pay tribute to the support that they have received. And I know personally the sacrifices needed by families, especially as ambitions of a PhD or master's most consume your lives for a period of time significantly. So all those families who have suffered while their family member has been in a dark room or away at night working on their PhD or master's, thank you for supporting our students and our graduates today. It requires total support from so many around you. None may be more so than your supervisors. I know this year has required extra support to keep experiments and research alive when the country went down into lockdown. So I take this opportunity to thank all of our supervisors watching today and to congratulate them also on this joint achievement. Today, you join the ranks of postgraduates as masters and doctors in your chosen field of expertise. You are now ambassadors for science, social science, the arts, engineering, and more importantly, you're ambassadors of knowledge and truth. Through your studies, you have learned how to reflect on matters, imagine the solutions, and deliver relevant findings and outcomes. This professional experience and perspective will stand to you hugely throughout your careers. I think you've learned the lesson of Admiral James Stockdale when he said, "You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose. You can't confuse that faith with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they might be. So keep your eye on the future, on the goal, where you're going, but you now have the talent and experience to roll up the sleeves and deal with matters as they arise, no matter how challenging they will be. In a world of accelerating change, your new competencies will be extremely important. The need for inquisitive minds and meticulous research is needed now more than ever. In the last few months, we've seen advances in science and engineering at breakneck speed as the human race worked collaboratively on a scale never before seen in our history. Vaccines, medicines, communications, space-level exploration is back on the table, and this time it's not about a space race, but it's an international effort with people of all backgrounds working together for the common good. The world will need specialists like you to rebuild and reimagine a new world. This is a time for thought leaders and radical thinkers to work together for the common good, as we all strive to work towards the evolution and indeed survival of our race, the healing of our planet, and the exploration of our universe. As Albert Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world. Be all you can. Use the knowledge and skills you have learned here to build a bold new world, and let the imagination of your mind be your only boundary. Thank you, and I hope you get to celebrate your achievements today in a safe and enjoyable way.
Thank you, President. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. John Bartlett, and I'm the Head of Research in the Institute. On behalf of the governing body and the staff of the Institute, I wish to extend a very warm welcome to everyone present at this meeting. In the Research Office, Veronica, Ursula, Rochelle, and I have watched your progress from the earliest expression of your idea for your research, whether that was from you or from your supervisors, through registration, through the progress of your research work, to your recent successful examinations. And we know that at times it has been difficult or challenging in different ways, and you may have questioned your choice to undertake a research degree in the first place, but your success demonstrates clearly that you made the right choice, and we are very happy that you decided to do your research with us. We are delighted that you are being conferred today, and we are certain that you will have very bright futures ahead of you, both professionally and as citizens. We wish you all the best, and would just remind you that at any stage of your future lives, if we can help you in any way, we will be here for you. Some of you may have noticed a Latin quotation at the end of my emails. It reads, "Forsanet haec olim meminisse iuvabit, durate evasmet resbus servate secundit." It's one that I used in my own PhD many years ago. It's from Virgil's Aeneid, and while it has many interpretations, it's commonly summarized as, "Someday all this will seem worthwhile." Now, you might not believe that just yet, but you will soon, and you will appreciate the importance and the value of your achievements today. You will be proud of being a graduate of IT Sligo and the TU that we are soon to be. So, Cogorgeous, August Gnairi and Boherliv. President, I call on the President, Dr. Brendan McCormick of the Institute, to confer the awards on the learners presented by the Institute for that purpose.
Thank you, John. This is the formal piece where we formally confer the awards on the graduates, and they'll be presented with them after I say my few words. On behalf of the Academic Council of the Institute, by virtue of the authority vested in it under Section 36 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Amendment Act of 2019, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the Institute who've achieved the standard determined by the Council for those awards, and I ask that the learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed research in the Faculty of Business and Social Sciences and are worthy of the award of Master of Arts. Colette Saunders and her supervisor, Susan McDonald.
Warmest congratulations to Colette on achieving the award of Master of Arts for her research titled "How do I improve my practice as a volunteer activist supporting trade unionisation of Ireland's early years workforce?" Early childhood care and education has a profound and long-lasting impact on individual lives and on societies, yet has been subject in Ireland to chronic underinvestment and sometimes governance. Employment contracts may be precarious, offering low pay in comparison with similar professions. This action research study was driven by Colette's commitment to broadening trade union representation within the early years sector as a pathway to improving both societal recognition and working conditions for professionals in this field. By engaging with the workforce and with union officials to investigate their perspectives, this research identified a growing interest in unionisation, but also a number of constraining factors related to, for example, relationships with employers in small local settings, the intense and often isolated nature of the work, together with specifically gendered expectations and obligations associated with it. The study identified a number of key strategies to address these challenges, among them communication initiatives, education and capacity building, and importantly, the forging of relationships between employers and unions. These important recommendations can be taken forward by Colette and others to build a stronger and more valued early years sector in Ireland.
Now, Colette would like to say a few words.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to express my sincere thanks to the following people who helped me along on what was a very challenging journey at times. My research supervisor, Dr. Susan McDonald. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your understanding, patience, support and good humour. You gave me the space when I needed it and support to keep me pushing forward. Thank you to Neri for welcoming me into the world of action research. Your collegiality and critical friendship was so important to me. The insights shared during our network meetings helped to reassure me that action research was the way to go, even when I had many doubts. Sincere thanks must go to my survey and interview participants. Without your deep, honest, meaningful insights and expertise, the self-study action research project would not have been possible. To the staff who taught me during my undergraduate studies, thank you for believing in me and my abilities as an undergraduate, even when I wasn't entirely sure of what they were myself. You embody all that is great about IT Sligo's early childhood degree. Thank you for easing my early introduction to the world of activism at grassroots level. I finally understand what that means, why it's so important, and I'm very looking forward to watching the voluntary organisation grow from strength to strength. To my husband, Tim, thank you for keeping me grounded. It occurred to me recently that in our last 20 years together, I spent 10 of them with my head stuck in the books. You can have me back now. To my boys, Timothy and Owen, thank you for the kisses, the hugs, and your love. To my many wonderful circles of friends and family, ladies in the research office, the library staff, my fellow postgrads across the campus, thank you for your invaluable guidance, encouragement and support, which seemed to come at all the right times. It made all the difference on the days when a sense of being overwhelmed by it all left me feeling like I just wanted to hide away. Finally, thank you to the organising committees of various conferences, careers events and information meetings for the many opportunities over the last several years to present on my research. The opportunities enabled me to raise awareness around a cause I am passionate about. I'm very much looking forward to the day when my presentations focus solely on the work of the Irish Early Years Professionals Trade Union. My thesis is dedicated to Ireland's early years workforce. Thank you.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed research in the Faculty of Science and are worthy of the award of Master of Science. Ruth Kavanagh and her supervisor, Laura Keever.
Thank you. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce Ruth Kavanagh to receive a Master's by Research for her work entitled To Determine the Impact of a 6-Week Community-Based Lifestyle, Education and Physical Activity Programme on Dietary Intake, Physical, Cardiovascular and Metabolic Health of Farmers Living in Ireland. Ruth was one of our first graduates from the Honours Human Nutrition degree in IT Sligo, and she was successful in obtaining Irish Research Council funding to complete her research Masters. This was a collaboration that was conducted with True Fitness and Laois. And Ruth developed and piloted a 6-week intervention to improve farmers' health, a group nationally that have been identified as being at high risk for cardiovascular disease. This intervention had a positive impact on many parameters of farmers' health, physical, metabolic and dietary, and it was really well received by the participants as well. Ruth undertook a huge amount of work in the last 12 months, and it really showed that community-based, farmer-specific interventions can lead not just to improvements in farmers' health, but also quality of life. Ruth, you've been an absolute joy to mentor. You're hardworking, smart, enthusiastic, and I've loved working with you. A huge congratulations, very well deserved, and I hope you enjoy your celebrations.
Thank you, Laura. And can we hear from Ruth?
Yeah, thank you so much, Laura, for your kind words. So as you mentioned, it is an employment-based Masters, and there's a few people who I would like to thank. So first of all, to you, Laura, for always believing in me since the day I started in IT Sligo. So thank you so much. I'd also like to thank everyone in True Fitness, especially Dr. Diane Cooper and John Bolton. I'd also like to thank everyone in IT Sligo who has helped me along the way, and especially to Laura and Diane for always encouraging me to continue with research, and for you, Laura, for giving me the passion for research. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for supporting me throughout not only the last year, but since I started my education, and I'll always be grateful for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Ruth. Candidate Patricia Regan and her supervisor, Margaret Doherty. Margaret.
Congratulations to Patricia Regan on completion of her Masters in Research. The title of her project was Towards Diagnostic and Theranostic Glycosylation Biomarkers in Alzheimer's Disease. The research was carried out in collaboration with the Clinical Translational Research and Innovation Centre in Derry under the co-supervision of Dr. Paula McLean. Patricia was an Allergan Innovation Scholar, and funding for the research was supported by the Allergan Innovation Award. Patricia showed continued dedication and commitment in order to bring this research project to fruition. Congratulations, Patricia. I'm very happy for you, and I hope you get to take some time out from your new job to celebrate your achievement. And I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavours. Thank you.
Congratulations, Patricia. Our next candidate, Aisling Grenahan, is in absentia. Her supervisor is Mary Heenan. Mary, if you'd like to.
Hi, I'd like to congratulate Aisling on receiving her Masters of Science. Aisling did her project in the area of fungal biotechnology. Her project involved the development of expression plasmids to facilitate promoter profiling and gene silencing studies in Coprinopsis cinerea. This project has advanced scientific knowledge in mushroom science and is of importance to the agricultural sector. Aisling showed great determination and perseverance in completing her studies, and I just want to say, Aisling, it was a pleasure to supervise you, and congratulations, well done. We're so proud of you, and I hope you get to watch this back after you finish work. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed research in the Faculty of Engineering and Design and are worthy of the award of Master of Engineering. Candidate Sean McGowan and his supervisor, David Mulligan.
Thank you. Sean McGowan, I would like to congratulate you on the achievement of your Masters of Engineering. Sean's title of the thesis is Power Quality Improvement Systems for Micro-Wind Turbines. Ireland is committed to the EU to deliver a reduction on our CO2 gases by producing 40% of our energy from renewable energy sources. Sean commenced his research a number of years ago with the ambition to make a valuable contribution to Ireland's commitment. This research involved a detailed review of inverter designs, signal processing, and the development of a PID system for the stabilization of electrical power. Sean has achieved this ambition by exploring and solving the issues related to the practical implementation of the existing research findings. Sean's persistence to finding working solutions to the theoretical and practical exploration of different technologies has made a valuable and meaningful step forward in the transforming Ireland's energy landscape. Sean, throughout his journey with us, has overcome many personal as well as technical challenges throughout his journey here, and his achievement here today is a testament to his own tenacity and determination as a person, and it's commendable by the support that he has received from his family, children, and partner Anne-Marie. On behalf of the team here, especially Tom O'Callaghan, Fergal Gallagher and I, we are very proud here of Sean's achievements and we wish him the very best in his future.
Thank you, David. And Sean, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I would just like to thank my supervisor, Dr. David Mulligan, for all his help and support, and Fergal Henry and Tom O'Callaghan, who helped a little bit as well. All the staff at IT Sligo, especially the lecturers in the engineering department. I would like to thank my partner Anne-Marie. I would like to thank my 3 children, Oisín, Colin and Maya, and the rest of my extended family. I want to wish everyone all the success in the future and please stay safe. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Sean. President, I present to you the following candidates who are worthy of the award PhD. In the School of Engineering and Design, candidate Kieran Hughes and his supervisor, Leo Creedon. Leo.
Yes, congratulations, Kieran Hughes, on your PhD, which is titled Derivations of Group Algebras with Applications. This is the first PhD in mathematics from IT Sligo. It has been my pleasure to supervise Kieran for the last 4 years while he asked and answered many beautiful, many beautiful and important mathematical questions. He has mastered the craft of mathematical, and I look forward to working with Dr. Hughes for many years to come. Congratulations.
have a few words from Dr. Hughes.
Thank you. So when I first started my PhD 4 years ago, I had no idea what to expect. I had heard tales of woe about how long it was going to take, and I even heard it compared to swimming to America. You head off with more hope than expectation. You're feverishly working hard, trying to keep your head above water, and after a few weeks, you have no idea where you are, where you're going, or how to get there. However, that was not my experience. For me, it felt like I was gifted the opportunity and time to express myself creatively on a blank canvas. Every day escaping to the world of group algebras to solve a new puzzle. I loved every minute of it. This was due in large part to all the help, support and guidance that I was given along the way. A special thank you to my wife, Laura, for all the love and support you show me always. With you, anything seems possible. To my children, Lana and Keelan, thanks for everything, especially for proofreading the first draft. Thanks to all my family for everything, especially it's nice that my mum is here with me to join in the celebrations, and I'm sure my dad is looking down from above. I would like to thank everyone in the research office, funding and organising my participation in conferences, research schools and workshops in places such as Brazil, Spain, France, England and of course Ireland. It's amazing how much algebra you can learn while sitting on a beach in Brazil. I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to my supervisor, Dr. Leo Creedon, on managing somehow to turn this adventure into a PhD. You are always available to support in whatever way was needed, offering advice and guidance and somehow just what's needed said. You're a mind of information and you have an answer for every single question, and it was great to work with you. I think it's fair to say that without your expertise, the thesis would have been significantly shorter. I hope that we can continue to work for many years to come. Thank you.
And Kieran, do we have somebody there to put the bonnet on you? Congratulations, Dr. Hughes. Our next candidate is Margarzata McAvoy, who is in absentia, and her supervisor is also Leo Creedon.
Yes, congratulations to Margarzata on her thesis titled Mathematical Modelling of the Bovine Estrus Cycle and an Investigation into Silent Heat and Twinning. Margarzata has overcome many challenges to produce this excellent work, and her supervisor, Dr. John Hessian, and myself have had the pleasure to supervise her for the last few years while she conjectured and solved many mysteries of bovine reproductive processes. Due to her hard work, this has now been commercialized, and I look forward to our future commercial and academic collaborations. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. McAvoy. Candidate Sarita Unnakrishnan and her supervisors David Tormey and John Donovan.
Sarita Unnakrishna's PhD thesis is titled An Integrated Computer Vision and Machine Learning System for Emotion Processing. This research developed computational models using machine learning and image processing techniques that were able to characterize and classify emotion product quality more consistently, accurately, and faster than traditional manual classification methods, which are prone to subjective error. The research was supervised by my colleague, Dr. John Donovan, and myself, Dr. David Tormey, from the Faculty of Engineering and Design. This research work was funded by the IIT Sligo's President's Bursary and was conducted in partnership with GlaxoSmithKline in Sligo. We'd like to particularly acknowledge Dr. Russell McPherson, Site Director of GSK, for his support and contribution to this research work. The 4 years of Sarita's research has resulted in many high-impact journal publications and international conference presentations. To name but a few include the Journal of Pharmaceutical Innovation IEEE Transactions and Industrial Informatics, a presentation of the research at the IEEE 4th International Conference on Universal Village hosted by MIT in Boston. Srita also received the Best Oral Presentation Award at the Microscopy Society of Ireland Symposium hosted in Sligo in 2018. The research has resulted in published PCT patent that is pending, and recently we received funding from Enterprise Ireland to investigate its commercial feasibility. On behalf of John and myself, we'd like to congratulate Sarita on her PhD success and wish her the very best of luck in what will no doubt be a very fruitful academic career. Thank you.
Thank you, David. And thanks for the opportunity for today. It's a great privilege and honor for me to graduate with my PhD from the Institute of Technology, Sligo. So I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the people who played an important role, a major role in my research for the last 4 years and who are still with me. I feel really blessed to have Dr. David Tormey and Dr. John Donovan as my supervisors. A huge thanks to David and John for your excellent, valuable and timely guidance for the last 4 years and for being there for me always. And I hope we'll have more success together in the future. I would also like to thank Dr. Russell McPherson from GSK, our industrial collaborator. Russell has been instrumental in providing all kinds of industrial guidance, industrial infrastructure, and he was really great. There is no words to express thanks to him. I'm out of words actually. And Russell is still with me supporting the future potential of my PhD findings. I would also like to thank people in our research office, Dr. John Bartlett and Veronica Colley. You both, John and Veronica, you both were amazing. And I cannot expect anything more from a research office. Thank you for your exceptional support. And I'm also grateful to our head of faculty, Ms. Una Parsons. Una is one of the persons close to my heart. Una has been a great support from the first day I joined IT Sligo until today, and I hope we'll keep the relationship like that in the future. And I would also like to thank our head of the department, Diana Brain, and our previous head of the department, John Kelleher, for providing all kind of support by providing all the lecturing arrangements and everything in the best way possible, so that I could juggle the balls of PhD and lecturing together in the best way. And a huge thanks to my parents in India and my sister and family for being there for me always, and for all the love and care and support they have provided. Finally, last but not the least is my husband, Suresh, and our boys, Srihari and Srishekhar, for sparing to do my PhD and for managing themselves very well without any complaints. So yeah, that's all. Thanks from my side, and thanks for the opportunity to speak today.
Dr. Unikrish. In the Faculty of Science, candidate Shyam Kumar and his supervisor, Akinlolo Akande.
Congratulations, Shyam. Shyam joined the School of Science, IT Sligo in 2016. Immediately after qualifying for the degree of Master of Science in Physics, a 5-year integrated program in India. He was unable to physically participate in his class for the graduation at the time because he was moving to Ireland. You can imagine what a joyous day it is for him today to be part of his PhD graduation. I join others to congratulate you and other graduates on this momentous occasion. Well done to you. Shyam joined my group, in fact, as my first PhD student in collaboration with Professor Stefano Sanvito of Trinity College Dublin and Dr. Fadwa El-Moloi of Qatar Energy and Environment Research Institute to computationally model novel materials for energy application. We are doing this research because the demand for a clean and renewable energy source capable of addressing the current global energy crisis is a challenge requiring many approaches. Dr. Kumar explored possible advanced materials that will help achieve decarbonization objectives. In his finding, contribute to the development of materials with interesting properties that are well suited for various energy and environment applications. Many of his findings have been published in high-impact peer-reviewed journals. During the course of Dr. Kumar's PhD, as one of his supervisors, I have found him to be enthusiastic, hardworking, and organized student. He is accountable, reliable, and detailed-oriented, such that tasks relating to the project are consistently delivered. It was a great pleasure to be part of a supervisory team. He is a delight to work with. Once again, congratulations, and I wish you more achievement and success in days ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Shyam, a few words from you?
Yes, please. Thanks. First of all, I would like to thank my supervisors, Dr. Akinlolu Akande, Dr. Fadwa El-Moloi, and Professor Stefano Sanvito for providing me with the opportunity to pursue my PhD, as well as giving valuable advice and support throughout the last few years. I consider it incredibly fortunate to have the chance of their mentorship. I'm immensely grateful to Akin for his guidance on both scientific and personal issues. As being Akin's first PhD student, I had the liberty to that he always made my life, made himself available whenever I needed him, and I owe a huge debt of gratitude to him for being the backbone of my entire journey. Fadwa, with her enthusiasm and curiosity, had always kept up the pace of my PhD. Stefano, with his immense knowledge, expertise, and a vast experience, has undoubtedly influenced in and critiquing my results. I would like to thank the members of the computational spintronics group of Stefano, based at Trinity College Dublin, and the novel materials for energy group of Fadwa, based at the Qatar Environment and Energy Research Institute, Doha. In particular, I would like to thank Dr. Hisu Park, Dr. Rui Dong, Dr. Carlo Mota, Dr. El Tayeb Bendria, and Ms. Anes Kolibaba, who has provided me with much needed help at different stages of my PhD. I express my sincere gratitude to Professor Suresh C. Pilla and the members of the Nanotechnology and Bioengineering Research Group for the few collaborative works that we have carried out over the past 3 years. I'm thankful to Dr. Neve Plunkett, the Education Development Manager of IT Sligo, who provided me with the opportunity to teach part-time at the Institute of Technology Sligo. I express my sincere gratitude to Kilian O'Murchu, Kevin Bohan, Uma Tiwari, David Doyle, and Dr. Leo Creedon for the support and fruitful discussions on tutoring and many other purposes. I would like to thank Dr. John Bartlett, Patrick Lynch, Jerry Bird, Francis Lucy, Thomas Smith, Mary McLaughlin, Ursula Cox, Veronica Cowley, and Rachel M. Murphy for taking care of all the formalities and any other problems that involved throughout the PhD and providing timely responses. I would like to acknowledge the Institute of Technology Sligo providing financial support under the IT Sligo Presence Bursary Award for completing this research. And I'm grateful to all my friends in Sligo who made my life here absolutely enjoyable. I would like to thank my family for the constant support and understanding throughout my life. I'm grateful to all my teachers who paved the way from my childhood to taking up a PhD position. And to my fellow graduates, up to this point in many of our lives, most things have been decided for us. From now on, it is up to us to choose. Our contribution to the world will not be measured by the money we make, but rather by how we share our unique gifts within the world. The only place to find these gifts is to look within yourself. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Smith. Candidate Lorraine Archer and her supervisor, Nicholas Tuzet.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have been Lorraine's PhD supervisor for the last few years for a thesis entitled An Investigation into the Antioxidant Activity and Fatty Acids of Macroalgae from the Northwest of Ireland. And I am delighted to be with you here today, both in situ and online, to celebrate the achievements of our postgraduate students, especially Lorraine here from a personal point of view. And Lorraine has demonstrated during her work here at IT Sligo essential character traits needed to succeed in research, including perseverance, resolve, curiosity, and rigor, to bring indeed her PhD work to completion. Lorraine's research was sponsored by the Science Foundation of Ireland and contributed very significantly to our field of research. Lorraine presented the product of her work at international conferences in France and England and published it in several peer-reviewed journals indeed. So I have no doubt that all my colleagues from the School of Science, the Department of Environmental Science, and also our CERIS Research Center at IT Sligo are very happy to join me here in extending our congratulations to you, Lorraine. This is your day, and we are all very delighted for you in Cambridge and your family in Ireland. Please be proud of your achievement here because you have earned this. Well done, and hopefully we'll see you in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicola. Do we have a few words from Lorraine?
Hello, thank you very much, Nicholas. I'd just like to take a moment to convey my sincerest thanks to, first of all, my family, to my beautiful daughter, my mother and my sister, for all the support that they've given me throughout the years of my PhD. I'd like to express my gratitude to IT Sligo, to the Research Department, to the Environmental Science Department, and to the School of Science. I started in Sligo IT doing my undergraduate, and you've guided me very well through my academic learning and how to disseminate my work. I hope that I can continue to collaborate with you and that we can continue to contribute to developing sustainable processes that can help combat the environmental challenges we face today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Archer. Candidate Sarah Fitzpatrick and her supervisor Mary Garvey.
Hello. So Sarah Fitzpatrick, her thesis title, her doctorate research was on the methodologies to determine the germicide efficacy of teeth disinfectant products as influenced by their active ingredients and application methods. Sarah graduated from Waterford IT with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Science in 2016, after which she undertook doctorate research on the Walsh Fellowship Programme with Dr. David Gleeson in Teagasc and myself as the academic lead. From the onset, Sarah proved herself to be a highly motivated, capable and enthusiastic researcher. Throughout her PhD studies, she demonstrated her eagerness to learn, her adaptability and overcame all hurdles as she met them. She has published numerous papers and presented both nationally and internationally, disseminating her work to other experts in the area and engaging farmers and researchers in the field alike. This week, she had a paper accepted in the Irish Veterinary Journal, ensuring her findings are disseminated nationally, where they will benefit all dairy personnel, ensuring animal health and also the economic well-being at farm level. In her spare time, whenever she had it, Sarah got involved in the local football team. She helped other students with their trials, and also she gave them lab skills and helped them with their lab work. I think I can speak for myself and Dr. Gleeson when I say it was a true honour to supervise Dr. Sarah Fitzpatrick and to guide her through her PhD journey. We both wish her all the best in the future, and we know she will excel in whatever she undertakes going forward. Congratulations, Sarah.
Thanks for those lovely words, Mary. I'd like to just say a quick thank you to Mary and David for everything over the last 4 years. Friendship, your guidance for calming me down in moments when I've had panic attacks to just help me to get where I am today. I also like to acknowledge IT Sligo. Everyone in the research office has been a brilliant help. To Teagasc Moore Park as well, and specifically Bernadette O'Brien and Jimmy Flynn. They've been great help to me over the last 4 years. And the friendship that I found along the way has been brilliant, and I'm just really happy to get this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick. We have a couple of more contributions before the end, but I would just like to acknowledge and to thank Aidan in the Communications Office, John in the IT Services and his team for helping us in the Research Office and the Registrar's Office in organising today, and the Estates team and everybody that has helped us. Thank you so very much. Congratulations again to all the candidates, but also just to say a very sincere thank you to all the supervisors. It's a massive amount of work that goes into guiding people from the start to the end of this journey, and it literally couldn't be done without you, and it's very much appreciated. I'd now like to call on the Vice President for Research, Innovation and Engagement, Dr. Chris O'Malley, to say a few words.
Graduates, friends and family of graduates, President and fellow colleagues, I'm delighted to be taking part in this event today. And before we draw to a close, I think we should take a moment to appreciate not just the huge volume of work that has gone into the theses we're celebrating, but also the importance of that work. Because the impact of the research theses that we are conferring for today promise to be highly significant. And the impact will be on a wide variety of fronts. Colette Saunders, for example, has given us new insights into how we must help staff in childcare services to gain the rights that they need and are due. And much of the research has helped to advance the cause of human health. That includes Ruth Kavanagh's research in new ways to support farmers in leading healthier lifestyles. It includes Patricia Regan's identification of a promising new biomarker for onset of Alzheimer's disease. And it includes Sarah Fitzpatrick's development of more accurate ways to test new products to combat mastitis. And it also includes Aisling Granahan's work that adds to the toolkit for identifying genetic structures and helping the development of the mushroom industry. And some of the research will help to respond to the crisis of climate change. Sean McGowan's research shows how wind energy can be more efficiently harnessed to produce electricity, and Shyam Kumar Ramesh Kumar's research will help of new materials for batteries to harness solar energy. And some of the research has application across a wide number of fields. For example, Kieran Hughes' research has contributed to the growing field of group algebras, which is key to a range of challenges from quantum computing to sustainable materials. And Sarita Unnakrishnan's work is identifying more efficient ways to analyze emulsions, which has potential applications across a wide range of sectors from food to biopharma. And sustainability in food, in fact, is a further theme that is represented today. Lorraine Archer's research has shown how microalgae can contribute to more nutritious and higher value food. And Malgorzata Joanne McAvoy has used mathematical modeling of cattle reproductive cycles to enable us to manage those reproductive cycles with less waste. So what we are celebrating today is hugely rich and diverse range of research with great potential to contribute to the future of mankind in so many ways. So well done to all of you, to your supervisors, indeed to the research office team, and to your friends and families, and thank you.
Thank you, Chris. I now call on Dr. Michelle Glacken for our closing address.
I'm back again. I hope you've all enjoyed the ceremony, and congratulations to the 5 who've got master's degrees and the 6 new doctors among us. I hope your afternoon and your evening is filled with celebrations. I have to call this conference ceremony to a conclusion. I want to thank everybody for their participation, be they parents or family or friends, members of the governing body, the supervisors of these students, and all other staff at the Institute of Technology who may be watching. I think it's been a very dignified occasion, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful future and a wonderful evening, and many, many congratulations to you all. I'd just like to finally just thank all of those behind the scenes who made this work. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening.